Is America really the lone superpower everyone thinks it to be? Hi, I'm Veronica with WatchMojo.com, and today we had the opportunity to speak with author of What is America, Mr. Ronald Wright. Your new book is titled What is America? Why did you choose that as the title?
Partly I was picking up on an old essay that was written back at the time of American independence by Krivka called What is an American? That is kind of the first expression of the American dream. And the question doesn't only apply to what is the United States, it also really is about what is the role of the Americas, North, Central, and South, in world history.
America and the rest of the world sees itself as very far advanced, but you suggest that they have an archaic mentality. Can you elaborate on this?
Well, I think America has done a very good job of persuading itself and persuading the rest of the world that it is in the forefront of modernity. Technologically, that has often been true. But when you look at their political culture and the social attitudes, what we find is actually a very parochial, provincial, and archaic mentality that's pretty far out of the mainstream of Western civilization. In most of the Western world does not have the capital punishment at all. Every other Western nation has had some sort of universal health care for its citizens, and the United States has avoided and resisted that and sees it as a kind of socialist plot. So in many ways, the United States doesn't get it.
You chose to use forgotten and untold stories to prove your point throughout the book. Why did you decide to use this versus the popular stories?
The popular stories are the myths, the winning of the West, the idea that it was an empty land, and therefore the United States is all about freedom and opportunity. It has been about freedom and opportunity for white immigrants, but it's also been a place of constant warfare against the original inhabitants, also slavery, notoriously. What I was interested in really was tracking this American imperial and colonial attitudes, and particularly the parts that we tend to forget. What I'm trying to do here is not just pick out sort of bad deeds from the past, because every powerful nation has those on its CV, but to see the patterns of behavior.
America has Americanized the world, but you suggest that it's time that it finds a new way to do things. Why do you say that?
I think the American culture was forged by a colonial process, the taking of the land of the original Americans. Later, when industrialization began, the process accelerated enormously, and that enabled the United States to conquer the northern half of Mexico, to throw the railways across the continent, and then to move on into the Pacific. Those have led to an economic system and a political system that believes that human beings can go on expanding forever. The trouble is that we've run out of room.